Hello Earthlings. During 1400s we had explorers like Vasco da Gama and Christopher Columbus. They went on several expeditions to explore the unknown of our planet. Vasco has discovered India in 1497 and Columbus landed on America in 1492. After so many centuries, have you ever thought, what can be called the corners of the world? In this episode of Keep Wondering, we are going to take a short journey around the globe to find answer of this mystery. Since Earth is a huge sphere, floating on space with a surface area of about 510 million square kilometers, out of which only 29% is covered by land and remaining 71% by water. Before beginning our quest, we need to establish some basic criteria to determine what can we consider as the edge of this beautiful planet. Here we will be considering the lands which are claimed by a country. International community along with United Nations should recognize this claim. It must have a permanent settlement of people. The land should be well connected to the outside world, and finally it should be accessible by tourists. Today, we will not be considering any research facilities which are located on polar regions. Since they do not have any permanent residents, and to visit there, you have to be a scientist. Keeping all these in account, these are the settlements which are located at the extreme edge of our globe. Located on Svalbard Islandic group on northern Norway, we have a small town called Longyearbyen. On Arctic Ocean, it sits at a coordinate of 78.2° north, making it the northernmost year-round settlement on Earth. This town is named after John Munro Longyear, an American who started the Arctic Coal Company in the early 1900s. From North Pole it is just 650 miles (1,050 kilometers). And from Norway it is around 1234 miles (1,986 kilometers). Despite of its remoteness, this small town houses a permanent population of around 2,300 people. With a population of 3,500, in this Arctic island, there are more polar bears than humans. Residents are required to carry a high-powered rifle anytime they leave their settlement. Longyearbyen is so north, that during winter, sun does not rise for 4 months. And temperature might get dropped to -20°C. During night you can hunt the northern lights here. Here you are not allowed to give birth. When a pregnant woman has a few weeks remaining before her due date, she must travel to the mainland. Also death is forbidden here. Longyearbyen had a small graveyard that stopped accepting new burials over 70 years ago. Because the bodies never decompose due to permafrost. This town has a tiny airport which connects it to Norway's capital, Oslo. A 3-hour flight from Oslo will take you to this northernmost corner of the world. On the south we have a town which is nicknamed as the end of the world. The town in question is called Ushuaia, and it belongs to the country of Argentina. This small settlement is at 54.8° south, making it the closest access point for Antarctica. It is roughly 680 miles (1,100 kilometers) from the coast of Antarctica. This beautiful city was founded on 1884 and now it's home to around 56,000 people. If you are a beaver, then Ushuaia is a living paradise. In 1940s, beavers were introduced here from Canada to build a fur industry, which didn't work out. Currently with a population of over 1 million, the beavers are responsible for the lots of damage on the island, including its forest. Lumbering, sheep raising, fishing, and tourism are the city's principal economic activities. Despite of being a part of Argentina, Ushuaia is not connected to mainland by road. To reach the city by land, you have to cross into Chile and take a ferry across to the island. The port of this island is responsible for departure of scientific expedition to the Antarctic Peninsula. If you are an international traveler, then you will glad to know that this city also has a small international airport which connects it to the Argentina and rest of the world. For longitudinal reference, we will be considering prime meridian. On its path from pole to pole, the meridian passes through countries like England, France, Spain. Longitude of this meridian is defined to be 0°. This will be used to map the eastern and westernmost cities. On the eastern border we have a tiny atoll named Nukulele, which belongs to a small islandic nation of Tuvalu in middle of Pacific Ocean. Nukulele is a kidney-shaped island, surrounding a lagoon. And located at a coordinate of 179.8 degrees east. According to tradition, Valoa from Vaitupu, which is another atoll 248 kilometers (154 miles) far, has discovered Nukulele while on a fishing expedition. He returned and planted coconut trees and eventually settled there with his family. Presently there are 300 people living here. This small island is connected to Tuvalu via sea. Only government ships go to the outer islands. And finally, on the westernmost corner, we have the town of Adak. It is located on Alaska, United States. There was a naval station from 1942 till 1947. Before the closure of the naval station, Adak was once Alaska's sixth largest city, with some 6,000 people. However, currently it has an estimated population of only 326 people. From capital city of Alaska, Juneau, this island is 1,700 miles or 2,735 kilometers far, and lies on a longitude of 176 degrees west, making it the westernmost settlement of the world. If you enjoyed this video, then don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. And as always, keep wondering.